Everyone, and welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Today is the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500, and it's going to be a good one. There's going to be an estimated attendance of 325,000 people. The race doesn't start for another 2.5 hours, and the infield is already crazy. It took me over an hour and a half to get through the traffic and parking. So it's the biggest spectacle in racing, and we're going to be excited. And I'm here with my colleague Wyatt Wilson. I'm here with Tom Blackburn and Mike Knapp. Tom, Mike, you guys have been to over 20 Indianapolis 500s each. What do you guys think about? What do you guys think is going to happen today?
So I would say one of the big things we're going to have is we've got cars that have had challenges racing with this aero kit since 2018. But this year, they're going to have a whole bunch of new aero pieces, new downforce settings that they're going to try. I think we're going to see a lot of variety on those choices. That's going to cause comers and goers throughout the entire race. So we're going to see, I think, cars passing in this pack with this weather, with this downcast, and he'll talk about that. But I think we're going to have an exciting race today, guys.
Well, when you're talking about weather, this is perfect racing weather. We don't really get this very often at the end of May here in the Midwest, but overcast, it's going to be in the mid-70s, no humidity, low dew point, tons of grip from these cars. So I think there's going to be a couple things I'm looking for is, number one, tire wear. We've had those problems during the week with especially the right front and the right rear have been wearing out. They especially had some problems on Carb Day Friday. We'll see how we're going to manage that today. Again, that comes down into the downforce settings. We're also probably, I'm going to see a long green run today. The cars are going to be really hooked up. They're going to drive really well today because, like we said, the conditions. So I think we may see, like we have in the past, an 80, 90, 100 lap long run, which brings in, at least 2 or 3 pit stop strategies. I've heard talk about more drivers going towards the undercut to go for tire wear as opposed to the overcut and fuel mileage. So we're going to see a bunch of different things in play, a bunch of different cars moving up, falling back, and I just think we're going to see probably one of the better races front to back in the field that we've had in quite some time.
I was at Texas Motor Speedway for the IndyCar race there in April. It was fantastic. It was one of the best oval races in recent memory. Our hope is that we will see some of the same action at Indianapolis today. Well, 500 miles, 200 laps, only one winner. Who do you guys think will be the one drinking the milk at the end of the day?
I'm going with Alex Palou. He's been my pick all month. He won the GP, he won the pole. If he wins today, it'll be the first month of May sweep since Simon Pagenaud 4 years ago. He's I'm an Alex Palou stan, so, take this with what you will. But I think he's overall the best driver in IndyCar, leading the points right now, has been probably the only drama-free driver so far this year, at least on track. Off track, we could go into that all day. But he's been so good, and he's so confident, and he's been quick every day. I think we saw on the timesheet, he had the second fastest lap of the month. If his car stays together and he doesn't have any pit road issues, I think he's the guy to beat.
What about you, Tom?
So I'm going to go with Scott Dixon. Since they put this aero screen on this car, Scott Dixon has been the man to beat at the Indianapolis 500. They did that in 2020. He dominated the 2020 race. He lost it on the last pit stop when Takuma Sato passed him, and he couldn't get enough time because of the Spencer Pigot accident to catch up. The 2021 race, he was the man to beat at the beginning of the race, but his team ran him out of fuel. But during a yellow flag, that came very unlucky for him during that point of the race. And then last year, everybody remembers it, another dominating run, and he comes in, he makes a mistake on his very last pit stop, and then he ends up speeding. So then he had to do a stop and go. So the ironic...
1 mile an hour over, by the way.
1 mile an hour over. So I think Scott Dixon, he's going to have to work his way through a little bit of traffic, but I think he's going to be the man to try and beat today. Now, the irony of this is his team won the pit stop competition. So hopefully they didn't use all their good stuff on Friday for Carb Day, and they've got it ready to go, and we're going to see him up front.
I'm also going to go with Palou, like Mike said. He won the pole. He set a new record in qualifying, 234.17 miles per hour. And he was one of the fastest cars in practice. He's looked like one of the fastest cars the entire month, as you said, leading the points. Won the Indianapolis Grand Prix on the road course. I think he gets it done today, especially considering how good Ganassi has been. What about you, Wyatt?
I'm going to go with Pato O'Ward on this one. The McLaren team's been looking really fast in the groups. They have 4-car team, and he's hungry from last year from not getting that pass done on Marcus Harrison. So I'm looking at Pato O'Ward. He's hungry. He's ready, and he's ready to go to get that Indy 500 win today.
And then for Rookie of the Year, 3 of us said it'll be Benjamin Peterson because A.J. Foyt has looked like one of the best teams here. They've clearly found something. They've clearly found speed. Peterson qualified 11th. His teammate Santino Ferrucci qualified 4th. They look like one of the fastest cars, and that is as much as finishing well when it comes to winning the Rookie of the Year. Now, there's only one person who said otherwise. What do you think, Mike?
I'm going with Agustin Canapino. He has impressed me so much all season. Had a couple of bad finishes recently at Long Beach and on the Indy GP, but the thing is he doesn't make mistakes. He's an experienced driver, 15-time champion in his home country of Argentina. So he's experienced. He keeps a calm head. 33 years old. I don't think this event is going to be too big for him. So, and he's been so solid in traffic, and he was 6th fastest in Carb Day practice, and they've just been doing such a great job with him with Juncos Hollinger Racing. And I just think he's going to drive one of those steady races that's going to find him over the last 50 miles is going to find him up, between probably positions 10 and 15. So he's my guy. I think he's just going to drive a really solid, smart, methodical race, and his team's been here before, and I think that's going to be what is going to get him the Rookie of the Year at the end of the day.
Pre-race ceremonies are currently underway. The race is scheduled to start at approximately 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a good one. We're excited for it. Hope you guys are excited too. That's all from right now at Indy. From Steven, Wyatt, Tom, and Mike. We'll see you around.
This is Wyatt Watson with Frontstretch.com. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out one of the 2 videos beside me. Go to Frontstretch.com for more racing content.